Okay, so we're having another secret guest. He's not so secret. This is the Norwegian Head of Delegation. Yep.
Yeah,
You happy with how things are looking?
yeah. It's work in progress all the time.
Mhm.
There's a bit of tweaking here and there, but
Just a sec. I'll just remember to start recording this. Yep.
and the question was,
And the question was, are you happy with how things are looking?
it's work in progress all the time. But we're getting there.
Mhm.
I think now it's just small things we
Mhm.
have to fix. But
Like remembering to plug in the
you
mask.
know, I've been walking around knocking on some doors, asking for a little of light in
Yeah,
the mask, but it'll be good.
it'll be good.
So who are we talking to?
We are talking to a lot of people from all over the world.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
Hi
And
everybody.
they will be starting asking questions. They think you look like the guy from Wigwam.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not the first time you've heard that, is it?
He's my father.
Oh. Nice one.
Kind of.
Kind of. Could have been.
Could have been.
Yeah.
He's a good friend.
So shouldn't you be in the arena?
Well, I am in the arena. This is the press center. It's just next door.
Yeah.
We have the rest of the team. So, yeah, this is a good place to be.
It is a good place to be. I actually prefer being in here than to being in the arena.
Yeah, it's there's a lot of people, a lot of singing, a lot of noise, and that is all good. But it's good to just get away a bit
Yeah.
to just get the energy back.
Yeah. So they're saying good luck from Mexico.
Hey,
What's your favorite entries other than the Norwegian one?
other than the Norwegian one, I think Belgium is a really good song, and I think Italy is cool.
Italy is cool.
Everybody's favorite.
Yeah, not
seems
mine.
like not yours.
No.
Portugal.
Yeah.
It's good. It's classic, old. It's
It's
almost like the song that you hear in the end of every romantic movie.
Yeah, especially from the 30s.
Yeah.
When I heard it the first time, I thought this sounds like a song from a 30s film, black and white.
Yeah, I like it.
Yeah.
It's there's a lot of great pop songs there. I think Sweden is cool. It's they always do well.
Yeah. I mean, it's very
We,
professional.
we all look up to Sweden, don't we?
Well, not always. Okay, so will we be able to see the animation on the TV as in the national final performance?
What kind of animation? are we
I
talking?
think we're talking about the
The
like
overlays,
yeah,
the thing.
yeah,
Yeah, it's there.
it's there.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So that is cool. It's a modern song. It's what is really hip in Norway now, and it's
Yeah, it's
this-
doing really well.
yeah, and it's kind of like the music that Alan Walker has. He's like a big star all around the world, and
Mhm.
this has this modern sound like Alan Walker.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very exciting to see if people want that modern Nordic sound.
Yeah.
We hope so.
Yeah.
Well, for us.
So how are the guys dealing with the nerves beforehand? I mean, we saw how Joachim is doing it
Yeah.
by walking around the press center interviewing the journalists.
Yeah.
He came on the
That-
stream,
that
so
is cool.
he talked
Oh,
to the
that's
children.
great.
Yeah.
They-
But what about Alexander?
it's everybody has a bit of nerves, but that you have to be a bit nervous because then you get more focused.
Yeah.
But they're really into it. They're very happy, and the whole team is such a great unit. So we were having a great time, and the artists, they're so professional and they're relaxed, and I have a bit of nerves, which I think just make them more focused. So
I shared the acoustic guitar version with them from the embassy.
did they like it?
Yeah, they liked it. It was really good.
That was very cool.
Yeah.
Outside in the Kyiv sun,
That was a nice afternoon, evening.
that was
Yeah.
really good.
They liked the song very much. The
Is
performance
that your
great.
natural hair?
Hair color.
Don't you think?
It looks very natural.
Very natural.
Are you also in charge of MGP?
Yes,
Yes.
correct.
So what does that mean? What do you actually do?
You know, we have people that are really good at doing different stuff. You
Mm.
know, it's directing, it could be lights, music, whatever. And I'm like the one that overlooks everything and get everybody to work towards the same goal. So I'm like going to every department, um, discussing things and making sure that everybody is going in the same direction. And I'm like maybe have some kind of conceptual headline that we work towards.
Mm.
But it's a lot of things. Uh, we can talk for it for many hours, but
Yeah.
I don't want to bore you. I'm
Oh, they would be bored at
no
all.
okay.
They love these
That's
kinds of
good.
stuff. Thoughts on Persson being kicked off the Norwegian jury?
You know, that was not a good decision on my behalf. You know, it's he were used in a program where he talked about different countries, and it's a very popular program,
Mm.
and he was in the jury. You know, I've done this 2 years, and I made a mistake,
Mm.
and I'm not afraid to come out and say I did a mistake. So I'm sorry, and I talked to Per, and we're all, you know,
You're
a
good.
family
Yeah.
and all good. And so just let us make it right, and then next year there will be no problem with the Norwegian jury.
No, good. Yeah, you just said you've been doing this for 2 years, so you basically answered the next question.
Yeah.
How many years have you been head? Yeah. As Norway's entry is probably the most modern song this year, do you think this kind of music will have a huge effect in the following years? Like, on the contest?
I think that Eurovision has to evolve and has to follow the trends. But I think it could be a mix of something. This year you have Portugal, which is like from another time,
Mm.
and then you have Norway, which is very 2017. So
Yeah.
I think the great thing is that so many different things, and that we have so our music history from the different countries
Mm.
is so different, and the culture is so different, and we get together and we make this awesome party with a lot of different things to like or dislike or discuss.
Yeah. We've had massive discussions here on the chat about the vocals on the backing track.
Yeah,
Are they still there? Were you allowed to keep them?
we were allowed to keep it.
Yeah.
So again, it's about how you produce modern music, and now that is something that you do. It's not that we fake the vocal. All the vocal to the Alexander, the lead vocalist, is his vocal, and it's a strong vocalist. But today you use samples, and you use voices in the samples, and
And I mean,
I think it's
is
cool that they let us do it, because that's the way that modern music is produced.
yeah, I
The
think so
voices like
too,
that.
because it just shows that Eurovision is willing to change with the times.
Uh,
And I mean, it's only a tiny little piece of the song.
yeah, and we don't want to fool anybody, but it's actually recorded, it's sampled, and then you play it on a piano and or a keyboard, and that's how you get this strange kind sounding vocal.
It was really cool what you did with the acoustic version too, though.
Yeah, actually,
It did work.
it did work
Yeah.
out without the samples, but it's a modern song, so it should sound like that.
Yeah, and I also it was that's the way it was made. So okay, so how yeah, that was Björkman. He mentioned something about heads of delegation writing down words to describe which animations they wanted.
Hmm. I'm not quite sure if I understand the question. Let's see it again.
Let's scroll up.
Oops.
Oops.
Can you see it?
Yeah, here. In an interview with Björkman, he mentioned something about head of delegation people writing down words to describe the animation they want. What were yours? Like on the stage, backdrop and.
Yeah. No, we actually made the whole content on the screens and everything in Oslo for Melodi Grand Prix, which is our national selection, and we just refined it and took it to. So that is actually that is our work.
Okay.
We put it on there.
Yeah.
So, but it's.
I know a few delegations did that, but I think that most still sent their wishes here and they were made.
It's a
for
good thing
them.
to be in control of it if you can.
Yeah.
Even though they're very professional, they that make this.
So, what lessons have you learned over your 2 years of as Hod?
I'm still learning, but I think it's important. People, something that you love, somebody else would hate.
Yeah.
So I think it's important to listen to people, to take everything in, and then you have to like you have to kind of think about who are you going to listen to. How many people said that this is good, and how many people said that they didn't like it. So it's kind of it's very important to listen to the viewers and to the listeners and figure out which direction should we go. So listening to all you guys and everybody is a part of the job, and I think that is something. If I didn't learn it this time around, at least that is something I've learned over some years, and the audience is the most important thing.
Someone a bit further up asked, "Is it difficult to keep finding good artists and good songs for Melody Grand Prix?"
It is difficult to find the right combination. So that is something we want to be better at every year. So we have big plans for 2018, and we're very proud of a lot of songs and artists that we had with us now. But I think we haven't found the next Reebok yet.
No. Is it hard to keep MGP unique and special without turning into a copy of Melfest? It was a lot more like Melfest a few years back. Now it isn't at all.
I think it's a good thing to be inspired by the others, and Melody Festival is awesome. I like a lot of things. A lot of the things that they do are, really good. So I think it's good to be inspired by the different national selections and do your own thing. But we all steal stuff from each other, and I know Melody Festival also steals stuff from us.
Yeah.
They did this year, and I think they did it last year as well.
Yeah.
And that is cool.
How was the process behind the decision to stop having semis in Norway?
Well, I wasn't there, but I think at that point the viewer ratings wasn't that good.
Okay.
And I can't tell you why, but and I want the semifinals back, but at this point I don't think we can fill the semifinals with enough good songs.
No.
So I want to build a stronger, relationship with all the good people that produce music, and that's something that we do now. Now we're really offensive about getting out there and get the best songwriters, and
But is that something that is being considered? Going back to that at some point?
I hope so.
Yeah. Because what I felt about that is it actually takes Melody Grand Prix and Eurovision in a way out to people.
Yeah,
Because as it is now, you basically have to live in Oslo to be part of it.
we want to go out there.
Yeah.
But it's a lot of things to consider, and it's not my call. So I'll look into it, but it's too early.
Yeah.
It's not many years ago since we took it down, so
No.
I think we have to concentrate on, and it's been very successful.
Yeah.
Just having one final, so we're gonna do that for a while more, and then we'll see what's happening.
Okay, I'll just answer Yorgos. This is the Norwegian Head of Delegation. And we've just been talking a bit about how things work in Norway and how things is being head of delegation. Someone asked, what is your favorite Norwegian entry of all times?
Oh, I like Boy Boy,
Mhm.
which is a really, really old song, but I've heard that songs, cover songs of that done in a modern way. Rap artists have done it. There's a lot of that is like a song that you can translate to any kind of. You can play a rock version of Boy Boy, and it will be good.
Yeah.
And the original is great. So, but of course, like everybody else, Alexander Rybak and like my father, Big Bam. Oh yeah, he's not my father. But anyway, I like. You can tell that I also like rock, so I like the "In My Dreams" song that Big Bam did. But I like all
I
kinds
actually
of.
like their other song,
Yeah.
the one that didn't win.
Yeah, the year before.
Yeah,
before,
the year
yeah.
before. I prefer that one, but I also love Roxa, as they know. Let's see. Did you? Yeah, he already answered. He did like the Belgian song.
That is a really good song.
Yeah.
I think the question is, will it be as good live when they do it in the final as it is in the studio? That is a big question. But I love the song. So that is one of my favorites.
Yeah, I actually think it worked better on stage yesterday than it did in the on the studio version, because I feel that the studio version is kind of calculated and cold, but when she's on stage, you actually feel what she's singing about.
That was her best performance yet. At
Yeah,
least.
it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's gotten better and better. So
Yeah.
on Saturday, probably it's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
I have to go.
You have to go.
But
Thanks a lot for stopping by. Come back.
Yeah.
And best of luck afterwards.
See you guys. Well, for Joust.
Thanks for coming by. Ha det.